Number 5, Angela Lentz, serves for the Panthers. Gets it over to the Falcons. Falcons sending it back. Not enough force behind that hit. Hits the net, and that'll be an out for the Falcons. Angela Lentz serves again for the Panthers now. Gets it up. Bouncing off number 3 of the Falcons' hands there. And another out for the Falcons. Again, the Panthers will serve. They hit it over. The ball just bouncing off the net there. Now the Falcons will get a point, and they'll serve the ball. Panthers rushing the net there, or the Falcons rushing the net there with that serve. And I think that may have helped messed up the Panthers a little bit. And they're trying to save that ball. But nevertheless, another point for the Falcons, excuse me. Both teams tied now. Falcons start with the ball there, and now the Panthers have the ball. Serve it over. Nice block there by the Falcons. Panthers keeping the ball in the game, but now Falcons with another point. Florence Henry Falcons serve it over to the Panthers now. Panthers having the ball in the air. Get it over to the Falcons. And the Falcons going for the hit there, but just bouncing off the hands. Now it'll cost them another point. Again, both teams tied now, 3-3. Sydney Scone serving for the Panthers. The Falcons get it over to the Panthers. Quick save there by the Falcons. And Panthers serving it back. Not enough reaction there. Not quick enough reaction there from the Falcons. And it'll cost them a point. The Panthers serve again. And before Sydney Scone serves for the Panthers. Falcons get the ball up, send it over to the Panthers. And another, trying to slam the ball back, getting caught in the net there. And the Florence Henry Falcons with another point. Very different than the last quarter that we saw. Both teams tied now. See if the Falcons will to win. Falcons actually in the lead now. There's the ball bouncing off the Panthers' hands there, costing them a point. Falcons serve, get it over to the Panthers, and Neller slams the ball over. Too much force though. Now another point for the Falcons. Falcons serve the ball back to the Panthers now. Panthers serve it back over to the Falcons. Number 2, Anna Nelner gets the ball over to the Falcons. Falcons just brushing the tops of that net, falling off number 7, Leah Burry's hands. And another point for the Falcons. Number 11 of the Falcons serving the ball. Panthers thinking it was an out. Not quite. And the Falcons 4 points ahead of the Panthers now. This is beginning to be very different than what we saw last quarter. Panthers have the ball in the air. Get over to the Falcons. Falcons just hitting the ball down right on top of the net. And it'll give them another point. Falcons serve. And the ball hit a little too curved. And that'll be another point for the Panthers now. This might just be the opening that the Panthers need. They hit the ball and just brushing the tops of number 9's hands there of the Falcons. Now the Panthers 6, all Florence Henry Falcons 9. Panthers serve now. Now the Panthers trying to make a comeback. Now number 8 of the Panthers serving the ball, just bouncing off the top there, and that's using the net there to their advantage. But Jordan went for the hit and just bouncing right off the net. Another point for the Falcons. Now this time the Falcons have the ball. Number 1 of the Falcons serves for them. She gets the ball up. The ball just bouncing off number 8 of the Panthers' hands there. And the Falcons will have the ball again. Panthers were starting to make a little bit of a comeback there. And the Falcons just shutting that right down. Falcons serve the ball again. The Panthers have it up. Tiffany Heyer hitting the ball over the net. And the Falcons sending it back. Looked like it bounced off the net there. Or Jordan Zeck hitting the ball down. Nevertheless, it'll be another point for the Panthers this time. Now this time the Panthers will have the ball. Let's see what they do with it. Serve it over. And again, a little too curved. Going right outside the line there. Panthers serving again. Just brushing the line there, but it'll be a point for the Panthers. Panthers serving it again now. Going out that time, a little too much force behind that hit. And this time, number 2, the Falcons serving. Hits the ball up. Sydney Scone, the Panthers, hits it. Angela Lund just punching the ball over there, it looks like. Oh, foul there. And that'll be a point for the Falcons. Now timeout called. And here, let's watch this replay. Now both teams back to the position. This time the Falcons will start the ball as number 2 gets ready to serve it. She hits it over to the Panthers. Sydney Stone sending the ball way up. And Jordan Zeck hitting the ball over, but with too much force. And that'll be an out by the Panthers. Pretty close this time, but the Florence Henry Falcons always just a few points ahead of the Panthers. There, another out by the Panthers this time. And again, the Florence Henry Falcons will start the ball. The GPL varsity team been on something of a little bit of a losing streak in recent times. They would definitely like to end that here. And they're doing a pretty good job so far by winning the first quarter. But will they be able to win the second? We'll have to see. There, the Panthers trying to save the ball there. Not quite enough time there. It'll cost them a point. There, switch out by the Falcons this time. It's number 4 gets ready to serve for the Falcons. She serves it over to the Panthers. Panthers send it way up. Number 4, Sydney Scone, hits the ball over. Too much force, and it goes out. Falcons will again serve. Number 4 hits it over. And then again, Sydney Scone hits the ball over. Bit of a block there by the Falcons and a bit of a net. And that'll be another point for the Falcons. Falcons serve yet again. Panthers getting it over this time to the Falcons. Panthers send it way up. Panthers getting it over. And the Falcons not quite there, missing the ball, and just hitting the floor there. And it'll be another point for the Panthers. Now let's see if this will be the comeback the Panthers need. Jordan Zeck serves for the Panthers. And the Florence Henry Falcons. Ball is going way out, over to the announcer's desk over there. Now let's see. Panthers still 5 points behind from the Falcons. Now if moves like that, the Panthers will definitely win this quarter. A ball going way out there into the bleachers. As Jordan Zeck serves for the Panthers again. Florence Henry Falcons have the ball. Hit over to the Panthers. Again, too curved. And that'll be an out for the Falcons. Jordan Zeck serves for the Panthers again. Falcons send it way up. Number 3, the Falcons hits it over. So now number 2, Anna Elner. She hits the ball up. Sydney Scone going for the ball. Hits it way over. And that'll be another point for the Panthers. Or excuse me, the Falcons. Not sure what I was doing there. Anyways, the Falcons serve the ball over to the Panthers this time. Jurenczek sending the ball over to the Falcons. The Falcons, a bit of confusion there. Both 1 and 3 trying to go for the ball. Didn't quite work. It'll cost them a point. Panthers now only 3 points behind. Number 5, Angela Lent, comes in to serve the ball for the Panthers. She hits it over successfully. Falcons send it back to the Panthers. Jurenczek hits it up, and Leah Burry gets it over to the Falcons. Falcons send it back. Too much force behind that hit, and that'll be a point for the Panthers. As number 5, Angela Lent, serves for the Panthers yet again. Too much force, though, behind that hit this time for the Panthers, and it'll cost them 1 point. Close quarter this has been. Again, the Falcons always just a few points ahead of the Panthers. Now it's time, the Panthers serving. Sydney Scone gets it over to the Falcons. There, the ball getting caught up in the net. The scoreboard says it's for the Falcons. It's number 12 serves for the Falcons now. Falcons serving the ball over to the Panthers. Panthers with too much force, and they get the ball out. Falcons getting back, starting to show their dominance. It's number 12 with the Falcons serves for them. Too much force behind that hit, though. And it'll cost the Falcons a point. Now the Panthers have the ball. See if they can get ahead of the Falcons here. Falcons, nice save there. Ball nearly going out, but the Falcons are managed to get the ball to the other side. Again, nice quick save there by the Falcons, and they're still able to get the ball over to the Panthers. Jurenczek hits the ball over, getting caught in the net there, and that'll be a point for the Falcons. And this time, number 1 of the Falcons serving for them. Gets the ball over. Number 10, Tiffany Heider, trying to get the ball up. A bit too high there, and it went way back. And now the Falcons only need 1 more point to win this quarter. It's number 1 serves for the Falcons this time. She hits the ball over. Sydney Scone didn't quite get the ball there. And that'll be the winning for the Falcons this quarter.